So as I mentioned in the previous video, Drawbox is not an easy course. It involves a lot of work, and while some of it can be fun, a good deal of it gets tedious and repetitive. Many students see that and go pale, and that is probably the correct reaction. Unlike most free resources that lean more towards being quirky and entertaining in order to generate as many views as possible, we don't claim responsibility for whether or not you're having fun. That's your job. And that's what we're talking about in this video. The issue is that many students will see a structured course and feel grateful to finally have something that will tell them exactly what to do next. It provides them with a nice map to follow, and for a time, they don't have to make those choices for themselves. While that means they're usually eager to follow the instructions exactly as they're written, which is a great thing, it also means that they're allowing the course to dictate how all of their time is spent. This happens because those students like the idea of drawing, but more than that, they like the idea of drawing things that look good. They may have a big collection of things that they ultimately want to draw, but they feel that they are not ready. They take solace in the idea that they have a map they can follow, and maybe at the end they finally will be. Here's the truth: they won't. Even if they don't burn out on their own, they may develop a lot of technical skill, but will still struggle to apply it, and will always think there's something else they need to learn first. These students are the ones who tell you, "I can't draw that." What they really mean is, "I can't draw that well." They shy away from situations where they will draw things badly because their enjoyment comes from the end result. This is not a healthy nor a sustainable way to look at it. If this describes you, don't worry. It describes a lot of people. The reason you've looked for a set of lessons to help you draw better is because you've come to that realization all artists do at some point. We're bad at this. Many of us drew when we were younger, and we do so with abandon. We didn't care if they came out well, it was just a lot of fun to scribble furiously and give a little more life to the stories we tell ourselves. That is what we need to recapture, to learn how to derive enjoyment from the process of drawing rather than from the end result. Drawing just for its own sake, not to impress our friends, the internet, or even ourselves. Unfortunately, this means we have to draw. Draw what? Draw all the things we know that we're not ready for. All the things we know will turn out badly. We need to face the frustration head on until we can develop just a little more comfort with the idea of drawing badly. This is what we need because it will give us the endurance and the tenacity to get through all of the tedium. Exercises exist not to keep you entertained, but to develop your abilities, and some of the most efficient paths aren't fun. You need to make your own fun, and constantly remind yourself why you're on this journey in the first place.